Papa Squat, coming at ya. It's late for me. It's already quarter to midnight on, let's see, September 2nd, 2023. We're going to listen to something from Samii, Samii. Samii sent in some stuff a few days ago, too, a song called Gra, G-R-A. And this is called FWM, which I assume stands for Fuck With Me. Hashtag XP? Not sure if that's supposed to be like a weird smiley face thing, like, or if that's supposed to be something else. I don't know. This came out 2 months ago. The track the other day, Gra, from Samii, was very, very interesting. Oh, it looks like we have a Spotify link as well down here. Yes, please open the Spotify link. I think I may have looked at this the other day. I don't think there's any information about Samii specifically. Nope. Fuck Samii on SoundCloud. I'm 15 years old. Very interesting. I guess that tells me a little bit. Let's just get into this and see. Whoa, what's the first note here? Distorted sound followed by what sounds like a radio advert and then back into fairly distorted sound, which then changes speed as well just to stay ahead of the already bewildered listeners. The lyrics, while fairly well inaudible, are quite solid. There is a quirky story being told via these lyrics. The first commenter to that says, "Do me next." Yeah. Okay. I guess I know a little bit of what I'm in for, but all that person did was kind of describe the base level of what this track is going to sound like, and it's not particularly useful. Let's. I think that's really funny. Favorite review for a book ever was this book fills a necessary hole. I don't even remember what it was about. I don't remember who wrote it. I kind of get the feeling it might have been Abraham Lincoln, but I don't know if that's true. And then that reminds me of like all the things of don't believe every quote you hear on the internet, and then they have like some ridiculous quote and it's by Abraham Lincoln. Anyway, let's get into this. FWN from Samii. 1 minute 42 seconds. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, showing off as a man. Yeah, showing off as a man. Yeah, showing off as a man. Yeah, showing off as a man.
You're listening to Party Royale. Let's get the party started.
Nah, sometimes it's worse.
Yeah, showing off as a man. Yeah, showing off as a yeah, showing off as a man. I been turning up, pound to the gram. She said somewhere, I just saw me the fuck up, but I'm down to the trees now. I just got the pound. I just got the pound. I just got.
So those weird little interruptions that we're getting here, where I can't even explain the way it sounds to me as I get this sort of like dropping off and coming back up. Let's see. That sound is very, very cool. I really like the way that sounds. What are the lyrics here? Yeah, she wanna fuck with me. I've been counting to the green. She said, "Samii, why you acting so mean now? Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm getting ready to do cheese now. I just copped a pound. Y'all some little kids acting like some clowns. I've been popping pills, smoking up, and sipping lean too. Got a couple knives on my desk, and some beans too. I really like the way this music is sounding. I'm gonna back up again a little. Let's go back. Let's go way back. to hear. Oh, love that echoey gunshot thing too.
You're listening to Party Royale. Let's get the party started.
Nah, sometimes it's worse.
She wanna fuck with me. Yeah, she wanna fuck with me. Yeah, she wanna fuck with me. I been turn up, pound to the grand. She said somewhere at the sun, me the fuck up. But I'm down to the trees now. I just got the pound. I just got the pound. I just got I just got the pound. Got some little kids, I'd like some clowns. I'm smoking up and sipping lean too. Got a couple knives on my desk and some beans too.
That really sounds like feet marching in a kind of a really weirdly disturbing way to me. Yeah, I am definitely down for all this sort of thing. It's kind of all over the place, right? And I'm fine with that. I think I like it when people sit down and just put together stuff because they think it sounds good together. Not everybody's gonna like it, but you get like these snippets, these moments of just like brilliance, of just the coolest sounding thing right next to something that you're like, nah, that didn't really work. Like that part of it just didn't appeal to me. But you do enough of this stuff, and you start to like cultivate the stuff that you're like, this is what I want to get out of this. This is what I want this to feel like. This is what I want it to sound like. These are the sounds I want to include in my music. And this has got 6,000 listens. It's got a bunch of different comments. So there's something here that people are paying attention to, and I think it's the crazy experimentation of it. Because there's some really interesting stuff happening in this. I think it's fun. I really have enjoyed Samii's stuff. I would listen to more, 100%. Really cool. It's really cool. It's really cool stuff. I love this sort of thing. It definitely reminds me of... And I mention them a lot on this channel, Art of Noise, back in the 80s. Trevor Horn's group, just pure genius. Just no clue where those people came from and how they started making the music that they did. But it still influences us, and people still sound like them because what they were doing was experimental and taking new sounds and incorporating it into music in ways that have never been done before. And so things still sound like that because that's what it sounds like when you do things like that. You incorporate all these crazy new things into it. It's great. I love it. Very cool. Samii, thank you for sending this to me very, very much. I do appreciate it. And thanks for joining Patreon. I saw you had done that as well. And at least I assume it's the same Samii. I think, yeah, you sent me this, in fact, on Discord. So if anybody wants to send me music to listen to, CashApp, PayPal, Patreon, all listed down below in the description of this video. I think I'll probably also include the link to the playlist I put together earlier this week. This playlist right here, what I'm listening to, 83123, Wiccaface, Springs Eternal, Scarecrow, Sewer Person, Halo, Katseki, and Nazgov, Subsad, David Shoddy, Isaiah TG, Swoopy, Skrillex, Fredigan, and Floden, Delto, and Juice WRLD. It's a good mix of music. That's a really good mix of music. Thanks also for all the incredible number of views recently. Like, I've had a number of videos that have been like over 1,000 views, 1,300 views, and that hasn't happened for a while, so that's kind of cool. I'm sure it has more to do with the artists that I am listening to than me and what I'm doing. But it's good to see that people are sending me stuff that is getting traction with more than just a couple dozen or a couple hundred people. So that's not to say that I don't like reacting to things like what Sammy sent here, which I don't know how many views this is going to get, but it's not going to be as many as Luluzi Vert. So Luluzi Vert, I always want to say Vert because it's like the color green in French. So I think it's a little green oozy, but I know it's supposed to be like Lucifer. I'll stop talking. Sammy, thanks for sending us Pop Squat. Checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's all. Right over here. Right in this area down here. And have a good night. I'll be back with a couple more tracks. Bye-bye.